I'm excited. PC component sponsors. You got Intel, you've got ROG, the Republic of Gamers. You have an affinity for NVIDIA cards. I mean, granted, they are better than AMD, but still.
Is a vulnerable thing, a whim of circumstance. At any time, the smallest flap of a butterfly's wings may set catastrophe in motion. Haran, an entire city wiped from the map. Those left behind there did not stand a chance.
They're fucked. Right off Jump Street.
The greatest minds came together and found a vaccine against the Haran virus. Finally, mankind had prevailed against the disease.
Good.
But people always want more.
It's human nature.
Despite a promise to shutter its labs, the GRE continued its research in secrecy for military purposes.
Of course they did.
It didn't take long for a variant of THV to escape.
That's a
into
herpes
the world
outbreak.
Once more. The
And
fall
it caught that dude's newspaper
more
on fire.
rapidly than anyone could have predicted.
And the house of cards goes a-crumbling. Yeah. It's like that movie The Butterfly Effect with Ashton
The few
Kutcher.
who survived now live in small enclaves. The only means of contact between distant human settlements are lone individuals, brave or desperate enough to travel on their own.
I'm
across
desperate.
Dangerous wastelands. They are known as pilgrims. Somewhere on the map, one city
Like Christopher
is still
Columbus?
standing. A city isolated from the outside world. A city with special rules.
Yeah, no laws when you're drinking claws, baby.
It's
Let's
the
go.
last bastion of humanity. A chance for us to learn from history. And for once, make the right choices.
I'm very excited right now. Very
Because
stimulated.
every choice you make here shapes the future. Irreversibly.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch.
All right, you got this little warning here letting you know, hey, this game is fictitious. Don't, take this as a documentary or anything. It's fiction. It's a work of imagination. It also warns you might seize up and stroke out, having some kind of an epileptic convulsion or orgasm during this game. Autosave. We are in 2022, so if a game doesn't use autosave, it's an issue. And then the title of the game, in case you didn't know what you were playing, in case you thought you were playing the new Frogger, perhaps the new edition of Pong, hey, this is Dying Light. Stay human. Oh, yeah. Enable hints. I would leave this on. Over here in graphics, again, I'm going to make an entirely separate video, but I'm switching this to full screen. VSync, I am turning off. Upscaling, for now, I am leaving this off. However, in the graphics guide, I am going to talk about how some of the DLSS modes, or deep learning super sampling, is actually very beneficial. I would steer well and clear of FSR. Upscaling does wonders for this game. However, if you are going to use it, I recommend you stick with deep learning super sampling. However, that is only on the NVIDIA side of the house with graphics cards. So if you have an AMD graphics card or something else, then it just simply won't work. And it's not all NVIDIA cards. It's 20 and 30 series cards. So if you're on like an older 10 series cards, like a 1080 Ti or something, you most likely won't have access to that. Film grain off. Motion blur off. Now over here in advanced settings, it warns you, hey, do you know what you're doing, buddy? I do, actually. Render mode, we're going to bump this up to D3, D12. For now, I am going to leave the FOV or field of view at its neutral setting. I might bump it up later. Not right now, ladies. Particle quality, low. Contact shadows, bump it down to high from very high. Ambient occlusion, low. Global illumination, medium. Reflection quality, low. Ray trace flashlight, don't even think about it, sweetheart. Fog quality, low. I'm sorry, medium, not low. Yes, I would like to save them. I don't know why it was saying A and B. Granted, I do have a controller plugged in. This is an Elite Series 2 over here, but I'm making these settings adjustments right now with the keyboard and mouse. And it is one of those games that monitors both inputs in real time. So you could use the WASD or WSAD keys to move around and then use the right analog stick on your controller to aim. aim, or use the left analog stick to run around and use your right mouse to aim, listens for both inputs simultaneously. But I am going to be playing this game with a controller plugged into the front of the tower, which is currently an Elite Series 2, but I might swap it up and go to the controller wall in the living room and grab something else. Maybe a Hex, Aim, Battle Beaver, Razor, you know, any other rear paddle controller that stimulates me down there in the Jimmy Johns. Now, it does have sensitivity and dead zone adjustment for your analog sticks. I would like to see it broken out between left and right analog stick, because a lot of gamers have a left or right analog stick or thumbstick that is starting to get strict stick drift, but the other is not. So they would like to independently adjust the dead zone and sensitivity. Not to mention, they should have several more clicks of adjustment here. As you can see, you only have 10 degrees of adjustment here. I would like to see slightly more. Next up, I thought this was kind of funny. The verbiage they use over here, auto aim. I was like, oh, okay, cool. It has like a snap-on mode or something. No, they're basically talking about aim assist, which by the way is completely different than auto aim. Auto aim means literally you just press the left trigger and it's going to snap you to your target. Aim assist, there's actually 3 different types. I'm not going to get into all that now, but it's completely different. But the way they describe it right here, the game will assist you a little when using ranged or thrown weapons, which by the way, the game has very minimal ranged or thrown weapons. It is usually about parkour running around zombies or using melee weapons such as bats, chains, your fists, etc. And then auto aim melee weapons. Again, they're not talking about auto aim. I don't know why they called it that. They're talking about aim assist, which is something completely different. I would recommend leaving this on if you are playing on controller. It will help your maneuverability, your movement a lot better, to where you can just tap both bumpers and use the grappling hook instead of having to manually equip it in order to use it. I would also leave these 3 on right here. It will make a lot of your parkouring, your free running a lot smoother. And then if you click on controller view over here, one thing, this is a huge fucking debacle here. This is a big old fat issue. You cannot independently bind any of these buttons. It doesn't have to be on the level of, for example, Far Cry 6, which did a wonderful job, where you could not only remap every button, but you could make it to where a combination of pressing 2 different buttons does something else, or double tapping a button does something, or holding it down triggers another function or action. Not only can you not remap anything, but there's no even preset defined values here. You have left, right-handed, that's it. There's no maybe 6 or 7 preset button modes or anything. This is it right here. This is what you have, which sucks because if you look over here, jump is on right bumper. So for people that use paddle controllers like this, currently this is bound to A and B over here. Now don't get me wrong, most good premium and custom controllers on the market have remappable paddles to where I can remap the right bumper to one of those rear paddles. However, the fact that I can't just in-game make jump A and then use consumable, I would like that to be right bumper. You know, using a health pack or something, you know, a stim pack, medding up, that should be something on a bumper, not on A. This is stupid. Their default bindings are dumb for controller and you can't change them. If you're playing keyboard and mouse, you'll have no issues, because if I come over here, switch it over to keyboard and mouse, which I am proficient with as well. I'm not great, but I mean, I've played first-person shooters with keyboard and mouse and don't have an issue. You have your keybinds over here, and guess what? Lo and behold, you can actually program them. Why can you not do that for controllers? Oh, it's one of those games too. Instead of being able to use the D-pad or the analog stick to actually navigate, you know, just like Apex Legends, considering that game is built for PC, but you can play it on console, it's been ported over, you have to use this little mouse cursor wheel to come over here. It minorly inconvenient, you know, like either have the game optimized for controller or don't. The fact that it does have controller support or gamepad support if you're a boomer is great, but you know, missing things like fully remappable button mappings, not separating dead zone and sensitivity between both analog sticks. Anyway, I'm going to drop it there and we're going to enjoy this game. 2036, that is not very far off. So all these games like Cyberpunk 2077 and the new Battlefield really aren't that far off. It's like the future's right around the corner, nipping at our titties here. 15 years after the fall. All right, got a little banger. Okay, parkour. All right, they're hot on my heels. I juked him. That is a huge gap. That's a gapper there. All right, so first of all, I noticed some of the lighting in that tunnel there was pretty awesome. Some of the lighting effects. Now, I do have ray tracing turned off.
You still got it.
You know, this game used to be more fun.
And you used to be younger.
And dumber.
Yeah, that happens. We do get older.
What
It's weird.
matters is you're still just as fast.
Fast as fuck.
Because a slow pilgrim
Yeah,
is
a dead pilgrim. Yeah, I know.
My mom used to
Get
tell
up
me
here.
that.
I want to show you something.
It's not your penis again, is it, Jerry? Because I'm not going up there if you want to show me your ding-a-ling again. Is there a sprint button? All right, so I like the foliage here. I think it looks really good, especially considering I did taper back on a lot of my graphical settings, as I teased earlier when I teased you guys. I am down at like medium and low settings. And granted, I do have a 3080 and a water-cooled i7, 32 gigs of RAM. That's a high-end PC. I could crank everything up, but I really want to focus on a high frame rate because this game is about parkour and smooth, fluid motion. So I don't want to be looking like I'm under a strobe light at a disco, clicker and shicker in front of my face. You know, I will sacrifice a little bit of graphical fidelity. But as you can see, though, textures aren't terrible. Everything looks pretty good. I like the way that the foliage looks. It's actually raised or lifted off the ground. It's not like PlayStation 2 era where we're just looking at a flat texture or surface. So it looks like at the top there you have a little bit of a compass. Top left you do have a health bar. Bottom left you do have your D-pad here, which is showing that you can select other stuff and things. I can't hit that gap. I don't care if I got my Nikes laced up tight or not. I can't hit that. See, I'm just so used to having this be jump and this be crouch, you know, A and B here, which actually this is crouch, but sweetheart, honey darling, baby girl, jump should not be on right bumper. There's a few games that bind it by default to right bumper, but here's the thing. They do give you the option to fucking change it back to A or cross on a PlayStation, like the good Lord intended. Aha. Shablink? Okay, it's not bad. I'm getting used to it already. After 2 jumps, I'm already getting used to it being on bumper. Now, would I like it on A? Fucking A. Yes, I would like it on A. Shablink. Okay, okay. I read you 10-4 Bravo affirmative. If you hold down right bumper, you will...
You're still strong.
Yeah, I'm pretty swole. You will jump further. But again, though, like right here, the light bleeding across the trees here, I have ray tracing turned off, but if you just look at the scene here, you've got rich, dense foliage over here. This is the exact opposite as what I'm playing right now with Pokemon Arceus, which is a very bland, bleak, vanilla, non-filled-in world. It's an open world, but there's nothing filling the world. So it's like, cool, you got a big house, but you don't have any furniture in it. What's the point? Now, this looks gorgeous. As you can see, this world looks lived in, rich, with this foliage and whatnot. The lighting technique on this, the lighting looks graphically good, especially when you remember, hey, this guy's playing on low and medium graphical settings because he's a broke-back baller. Oh, you want me to jump over there, Jerry, so you can show me that thing you wanted to show me earlier? That Slim Jim in your pocket? I can make that gap. Shablink? Thanks, big dog.
It's good to see you, Spike. I mean, how long has it been?
Far too long. But don't get all mushy on me now. Come, I want to show you something.
Where are we going?
You'll see. It's incredible.
Some walkers down
What's
there.
Incredible.
Most pilgrims don't last 2-3 years on the road. You've been kicking around for what, 4 years now? And you're still alive.
I'm in the best shape
So
of my
are you?
life, actually.
I know, but I'm fucking awesome.
Confidence, I like it.
Yeah, right.
Seriously, I wish I had as much energy as you. Got a new lead on Jane?
Trail went cold after New Paris.
I'm going to turn these...
Route you take.
Give me a second here, gang. I'm going to go ahead and turn down these face lights a little bit. They are really scorching my corneas, and it's taking away from my enjoyment of playing this game right now. I will be more entertaining for you if I'm not having my eyeballs drilled and fucked from the side by these lights. Now, am I going to turn them completely off? No, because that's simply unprofessional for me just to sit here in the dark. But I'm going to turn them down though. Cool. All 3 of my lights are now lower. Get low, as little John and the East Side Boys said.
Through Baines or Gary?
Baines.
Yeah, that's much better.
What a shithole. Some 5 rickety huts left and a ramshackle fence. Nobody there had heard of her.
Ramshackled.
So she must have gone to Gary. In that case, I'll head north.
Is Gary a town or a
First head
man?
east, then think about going north.
Why?
Haven't you heard? Bridge over the Skra is gone, swept away by that flood this spring. Gotta cross at the old fjord.
You know what? I am going to sit here in the dark.
Look at that. A beehive full of honey. Can't let an opportunity like this go to waste.
That's right. Make the money,
no
make
way.
the honey.
Oh, look around. If we're lucky, there's chamomile growing here too.
Yeah, some chamomile. Let's get it. What do you want me to do with this thing? You want me to fucking stick my dick in it or something? Hold right analog stick to use your survivor sense. Okay. So this shows you any collectibles out in the environment and whatnot. If you can, you know, harvest some turnips or beets or whatever. All right, I need to get me some chamomile.
You know what chamomile looks like, right?
I don't, actually. I just thought it was a kind of tea, to be honest.
You look like
Oh,
you're
there it
doing
is.
this for the first time.
I don't think most people know what chamomile looks like, to be 110% honest.
Yeah, this'll do.
You remember that old herbalist we helped escort to her village?
Oh, yeah, the one that had that saying, remember, chamomile and honey are gifts that keep giving.
No, that's herpes.
Combine them and lucky you just might go on living.
Oh, it's a rhyme, like giving and then living. Dr. Seuss, that's cool. All right, so we got a medical blueprint that'll allow you to craft. Yep, sure enough. Yeah, you're going to press that button right there. And this is going to pop up your sub menu, if you will. Not the pause screen, but the sub menu. And this is going to allow you to do things like craft, check your inventory, i.e. what you got up the old prison purse, you know, up your old burglar's tool chest, your rump, your tuchus. I keep my car keys up there in case I ever get held at gunpoint. They don't steal my car. But you're able to get blueprints and you're able to craft things here.
I'm tracking, brother. That's a 10-4 Roger, affirmative. Blueprints are plans that allow you to create accessories, consumables, and weapon modifications using various craft parts scavenged during exploration. You press the A button to continue, you fuck.
This is where you store all the craft parts you collect. Read the craft part descriptions to see how they're used and where you can find them. Now hover over the medicine blueprint, press A to craft it. Bingo. Sweet. All right, so I got some heals.
Come on, we're almost there.
Hold on, brethren. I'm coming, brother. That's a nice little fence.
This is it. Come on.
I'm ready, buddy. I'm right behind you. I am nipping at your tuchus. Ominous music. Something's gonna happen.
Wow.
Somebody had a nice crib.
Yeah, this shit's fresh, bro. They do need a little bit of landscaping done. It's a little bit overgrown. I think their homeowners association will be citing
You
them.
check the other side. Take anything we could use.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, check the other side. How would you recommend I go about doing that? Just over here, around the side of the building? Is that what? Do I have wall jump yet? No. So you're very limited when you start out. Literally, all you have is crouch and jump, and that's it. But later on through the game, you unlock literally hundreds of parkour moves, including wall run, a grapple hook, a paraglider. According to the Wikipedia page, there's actually 3,000 separate parkour moves in this game. I know you can barely see my face because I turned my face lights off, but my eyes are very sensitive right now. I don't know why. It's not a hangover or anything, so I don't drink anymore, but my fucking eyeballs hurt. So you may see me, turn the lights on and off. I hope you don't unfollow because you think that, damn, this guy's just the unprofessional sack of schmeeks or anything. I'm doing my best, but I'm not going to put myself in harm's way and cause me physical discomfort because it's hurting my eyeballs. The vibes in here, ominous. There are flies in here, which make me think that there's most likely a decaying corpse. I can smell the decay. I turned down the volume on my mixer because I feel like I'm gonna piss my fucking pants. Yeah, we're good in here, brother.
Just rats.
Yeah, fucking rats,
I think
dude.
it's time we parted ways.
What?
Why?
I'm starting to worry about you. And you know our saying. You're starting to worry about someone, it means it's time to go.
What? Bro, he thinks I'm fucking infected or something? Okay, see you later, bud. So great, now I'm on my own. Awesome, so we got a little Alienware laptop here. You can just go ahead and file this away in the trash. You got a hustler over here. So how you do your dead zone settings is you basically select the lowest possible value. So in this case, I put it at 0. Yep, I'm drifting just a little bit. Not a big deal. So I'm going to bump it up to 1 and then so on and then so forth until I have the lowest possible value where my right and left sticks aren't moving on their own anymore, but I have to use just the tiniest little input for it to start registering. And this will savagely increase your accuracy when it comes to aiming and also just make walking or maneuvering more convenient as well. But the main thing is on your right stick to get a little bit more accuracy out of her. Okay, I hear footsteps or something. It's really creeping me out. Look sensitivity. Let's bump it down just another skosh and bump this up 1, and then we are good. We're good. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Now, I hear footsteps or something. It sounds like it might be upstairs. You hear the creaks of the wood as I walk. Also, the lighting in this game is super dope. Is that him? It is. So he said he was going to leave, but he didn't really leave. He's still here. He's still hanging out with me.
I wonder how the wine tasted back then.
Like shit, like wine always does. Unless you're a sommelier, which is a wine connoisseur, if you will, a professional. It was a good year. You got to get it right on the nose, right on the beak. Get your nose inside the glass and you basically snort it up the nostrils. That's a fun word to say, by the way, sommelier. Now, notice I'm not playing any music right now during this, well, not live stream, but this gameplay video. And there's a reason for that. I want to set that ominous tone. I want you to hear every goddamn breath of these zombies as they bite into my neck hole. I want you to hear the crickly crackly of footsteps on broken tile. I want to really put you in the mood there. And you're not going to get that playing some fucking hot, sticky slaps. Sorry, Dave, goodbye. Now it looks like maybe he opted out or took his own life. Now, I do see some cigarettes over there, and they still have a lot of life left in them. So I'll probably take those bad boys.
There's nothing like a party to celebrate the end of the world.
They died on their own terms.
Let's hope we get that lucky, too.
Yeah, you're right, brother.
I'll see what's upstairs. You check out the garden, okay?
Sounds good, brother.
Okay.
I'm on it. Much like your sister, I'm on it. I might crank up my brightness just a skosh. I mean, I do enjoy that it's dark and all, but it's too dark. I do not have an HDR monitor, and I have ray tracing turned off, so just things to note right there, which I think is the default for the game. Oh, yeah. So it's still dark and everything, but at least now I can see what's going on here. It looks like there was a couple over here. They died together, which is incredibly, sentimental and romantic and whatnot. That's good. This guy over here. So these people were partying together. It looks like they got alcohol. They got some pills out here, some Oxycontin, some Molly, maybe a little bit of blow and whatnot. And they're just having a good time because they know, hey, this is the end of the world. We're going to go out. Might as well go out fucking having a good time, right? My woman's intuition or my spider sense or whatever. Damn, dude. This is insane. This guy was just chilling out here, More pills, more alcohol.
At least they had each other.
That's more or less what I had just done said as well. So they haven't aged well, it looks like, when you look at the before and after the Transformation Tuesday between this photo here and their current condition. The years have not been kind to them, I would say. Okay, we have yoga instructor Dan over here who's trying to learn how to suck his own schmeckle. Just kidding. That's incredibly insensitive. These people have died. Let's party. And party they did to their last breath, to the last drop, sweetheart. This guy over here was doing what he loved, DJing, spinning the stacks of wax. Let's just party and just have a good time.
Dearest Mary, I'm sorry I ran from you. They say that once the virus makes you turn, you're gone forever. That can't be true. I know you're still in there, underneath all that pain and disease. I'm coming to join you. No more running. God.
Ace, come here. Check this out.
Damn, so that's pretty deep. Now, one of the things that the developer is trying to do with Dying Light 2 versus the original, or DL, Dying Light, is they're obviously trying to do more of a focus on story building. Story building, i.e. character development, feeling relatable to the characters that you play as well as the NPCs, your comrades, and even just the, random players of the world, or the random characters of the world. Aha. Looks like there's still a lot more stuff to discover down there, but I think none of it's actually consumables or collectibles. They're more so just evidence of what happened here. So story things. What's up, buddy?
Sit down, buddy.
Okay, buddy.
For you.
A gift?
A gift from the heavens, to be more accurate. I've just found it by the owner's dead body. May it be of more use to you.
Sweet.
Here.
Yeah, I'll stick a brew. Thank you.
It's gone flat.
Look at you and your sophisticated palate. Drink.
My character sounds like a
thought the end of the world could be so peaceful.
Spoiled little bitch.
At least until night falls.
True. I wish Crane could have seen this.
Who?
Doesn't matter.
Was it your lover? So
I tracked down that guy for you.
So the world looks gorgeous. That's not only these long draw distances and vistas, but also up close, what you're seeing when you're exploring buildings and whatnot, which is great.
Hey, what? And you're only telling me now?
What?
When I tossed you a beer, thought you guessed right away we were celebrating. The guy's in Villador. Supposedly he knows something about walls.
Villador. So I'm that close, huh? Hey, I got a favor to ask you. You deliver this to Gary, it's on your way. People don't like pilgrims there, but they pay well.
And where do people like pilgrims?
Well, they're afraid of us. Everyone does their best to survive.
Maybe. But when something needs to be transported through the hordes of infected, then suddenly they're knocking on our doors.
Yep. They only like the pilgrims when they need something from them, it looks like. Otherwise, they're frowned upon and outcast from a lot of the inner cities and villages.
So what about that guy?
Well, I talked to him over the radio. He didn't tell me his name. Sounds like he's got something to hide.
Get my ergonomics
On
right.
the hill? That'll help you contact the informant. He'll be listening for you at dawn on a frequency of 140.200 megahertz. Told him he'd hear from you soon.
What does he want in return?
Didn't say. But he did.
I don't think that kind of guy exists.
That's not what I was trying to do.
What? What about me?
You're an old fart who likes racing me, and makes me ask around about his crazy girlfriend.
Hey. She's not crazy. Jane's just maybe, well, a little hot-headed. And she's always getting herself into trouble. But if you could get a load of her...
I'm going to pass on the load for now.
Still too early in the evening for that sort of talk.
Eyes? I was going to say eyes. Beautiful.
He was going to say cakes.
Steely, huge.
She's dragging a wagon, Aiden, let me tell you.
About gray eyes.
She's got a damn dump truck on her, brother.
Let alone women.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm telling you, I'll finally find Jane. We'll set up a house. We're gonna live there. No one's gonna drive us out. And I'll stop wondering like a moron.
Sounds like a plan, man. Clinky. Hell yeah.
And that Waltz. What's his deal? Is he family?
No, not at all.
Then why are you looking for him? Will you tell me sometime?
Yeah, one day.
Well,
Not this day.
my time's up.
So when will I see you again, huh? In another 2 years?
Maybe. Take care, man. I hope you find that Waltz guy, or whoever you're looking for. And remember, 140.200 megahertz. At dawn, the guy's waiting for you.
Roger that. If you enjoyed the video, liking it helps it to get seen by more gamers. This information will reach and assist them as well, which in turn helps me grow this little channel, which I do greatly appreciate. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover news in the gaming community and industry, tutorials helping you get set up streaming and YouTubing, as well as honest gaming product reviews, keyboards, mice, headsets, controllers, mics, chairs, etc. There are some hefty exclusive discount codes found only in the description of my videos and only for the audience here at Gamer Heaven. Check out Into the AM for some of the sickest looking and most comfortable cloth to ever grace my gaming giblets. If you don't want to be scorching your corneas with harmful blue light, check out Gamer Advantage, the only blue light glasses on the market that look sexy and actually work. If you're looking for a custom controller that'll blow the competition's tits back, AIM definitively has the best bang for buck or price to performance when it comes to Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch controllers. Nope, they don't do Switch, but they do gaming mice. I said doo-doo. I have links to all my other platforms and socials in the description below. If you need a quick laugh or blast of gamer adrenaline, check my short form videos out at TikTok. To get in touch with myself and the Stallions and Stallionettes of Gamer Heaven, join the community Discord, and check me out at twitch.tv where I go live every other leap year on a blue moon if it falls into an odd calendar number, and my pH balance is on point. Just kidding, starting June I'm going to be live streaming a lot. Thanks for watching. This has been AK40 Kevin hosting Gamer Heaven, and I'll see you tomorrow because I upload daily, all the time, 60% of the time, sometimes, most of the time. Peace.